Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as of right now, I'm reading for the sign of Taurus, the sun sign of Taurus. And I just kind of want to see what's going on with your current love life, or if you have one. We already have something that came out. We have the Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm going to get two more, and then I'm going to go ahead and go. We have the Magician and the Sun. Ooh, you're like you're pushing someone's buttons. You're definitely pushing someone's buttons. I feel like you're doing it on purpose. I don't know if this is like a relationship or like just a situationship. You're doing it because they did it too. You have the Two of Pentacles. You're like, well, they wanted to push my button, so now I'm about to push theirs. So you're in a current situation, Taurus, where you're pushing someone's buttons because they pushed yours, and you're very adamant and you're very happy about doing it. Very happy about doing it. You don't mind doing it at all. Page of Pentacles. You have a good idea on how to keep the shit going. If somebody wanted, don't start none, won't be none is your motto. Like, I can give it just as much as you can give it, and you shouldn't have tried to give it to me. So I feel like right now you're at a state of like back and forward, tit for tat. I mean, who's to say how long you've had to endure what you had to endure? So I get it. You want to, kind of try to even the score. You have the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. The goal here is to try to get someone to come to you or come see you. You feel like if you piss them off enough, you can get them to show up. So it's kind of a little bit of a manipulation situation here with you. Or they're trying to get you to show up, vice versa. But I feel like it's more so you. It's kind of like a manipulating situation. Like, I'm going to push your buttons so that you show up because you're not showing up how I want you to. Or vice versa. Someone's trying to push your buttons so that you can show up because you're not really showing up how they want you to. We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, someone's like regretting something, or they're regretting what's going on right now. And the fact of the matter is, it just doesn't make any sense to be that emotional. Somebody has a regretful, like, I feel like this. Either you're feeling like I should have never messed with this person because now look at what I'm going through, or they're feeling, or you're making sure they feel like they should have never fucked with you because now you're going to send them through it. It's one of those situations. It's really kind of, I heard scary, and I also heard senseless, and I also heard immature. Knight of Wands. It's very impulsive. It's very just random. Like, it's either you or the person just randomly outbursts at the thought of what's going on or the thought of what you're going through. It's crazy. Yeah, the Six of Wands. Someone's moving forward, whether it be you or the other person. I'm trying to focus more in on the Taurus energy, but it keeps switching over to the partner as well. So I feel like because of the tit for tat dynamic. But I feel like in the end, you're going to move forward with grace. You're going to be looking good while doing it, and all is fair in love and at war, is what I heard. Page of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. If you're pushing this person's buttons, you're definitely going to get what you want, and they're definitely going to come to you. They're going to come back to you. You're going to be back together. If they're pushing yours, you're definitely going to go back to them, and you're going to get back together. Either way, I see a situation where it's just a short-term separation, and you guys will get back together. You guys will definitely get back together. You're pushing each other's buttons. Yeah, and you know this. I feel like this is something that you've gone through more than once. It's something that you've gone through multiple times throughout the duration of you guys' relationship. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. And then you always come back to one another. You always get back together somehow. So to you, it's not really a big deal. I feel like your partner is really ticked off. Like, they're really not taking things well. They're very upset. They're very upset. I don't want to keep going through this. So yeah, this is a constant paradigm. It's a constant routine that you guys do. And it just gets a little bit worse each time. but you will get back together. But, you know, the other person is like in a state of, I'm tired of going through this. I don't want to keep doing this. Like, and they have never been in that particular state before of the, I mean, they have probably been a little bit like that, but they haven't been in the particular state of, I don't want to keep going through this. Like, they are getting tired, and you know, of it. They are. Not so much as you. They're getting tired of it. They're getting tired of the bullshit. Yeah, they're like, in a minute, I'm about to just go. I cannot deal with this anymore. I just want to kind of get out of here. And you're like, no, you can't get out of here. You gotta be with me. This is like a little bit, it's a little bit crazy. And yes, I will use the word crazy. It is. It gets a little bit out of line. The fights get a little bit out of line. You are not willing to let this person go. You don't care how annoying it gets. You don't care how wrong or right you are. Taurus, you know, just do right and you won't have to go back and forth. But it's something about the back and forward that you both actually love. Ace of Wands. You both like to take the opportunities to just really judge each other. You guys, that's where most of the arguments stem from. Judgment. Let's see what we have here. We have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Yeah, so you definitely are both immature, but with judging each other. You're both immature with judging each other. Whoever the male is in the relationship is a little more financially stable. So that is, whether it's you, Taurus, or your partner, Taurus, whoever the male is makes you feel bad, or makes the other person feel bad about financial situations because they do better. Yeah, Ace of Cups. And how much that you can't contribute or offer with the Five of Pentacles. How much you can't offer to the situation. So you guys kind of get into these little spats of talking shit about each other. And the other, whoever the male is in the situation, or the dominant in the situation, in the relationship, Taurus, they tend to go there with finances. Like, well, I do better than you financially. I pay for this. And it cuts deep. It hits, it hurts. Ten of Swords. And so it's like, you feel like since you do better financially, or you feel like since you do more financially, that you can just shit on me, and you can't. It's not okay. I contribute other things that are just as needed in this house as, or in this place as you do, just because you just financially contribute. So then it'll turn into the other person who doesn't necessarily have the capability of financially contributing as much as the dominant one. Then they start to be imbalanced and start to say, well, you don't do this, you don't do that, you're not good enough for this. So it's like a petty tit for tat. It starts out with just the judgment. The harsh judgment of each other is always going to lead to the downfall of the relationship, Taurus. The harsh judgment of one another has to stop in order for things to just not go the way they're going. It's a lot of immaturity, and there's a lot of harsh judgment that is not unnecessary, because if you're a unit, and you're going to make it work. Everyone can contribute something different. It's not always, everybody's so stuck on it has to be money. It's not always money that makes the contributions, and it's not always what makes the relationship work. We all know that there's plenty of people who are well off and they have the most disgusting relationships sometimes. So yeah, King of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, whoever is the breadwinner, they do have a good purpose. You know, they're go-getters, and they will take very good care of the situation or home. They're gone a lot. They go out a lot too, though. And see, that's another problem. You know, the going out, because someone in this relationship, whether it's the male or the female, or whoever's the dominant one in the situation, Taurus, they feel like since they pay for things, or they do more financially in the household, that they can go do whatever the fuck they want. That they can go out and party, they can go travel for work, they can go do this, they can go do that, and they like to leave you behind. They do not like to take you with them, or you do not like to take them with you. And this is the fucking problem. This is the problem, Taurus. And it's not healthy. I don't see this lasting forever. It's not a marriage situation. I'll tell you that now, because it's been back and forward. I don't feel like it's been a very long relationship either. And when I say that, I mean like it could be a year or less. It can be 3 years or less if we want it to be far-fetched, but I even doubt that that would have made it 3 years, because of the fact that you think you're doing better than me so that you can just go do whatever. And if you think that, then you're definitely gonna probably step out on me. And so that's another judgment. There's a lot of harsh judgments here that are unnecessary, and it doesn't make someone feel secure, and it doesn't make someone feel happy, and it doesn't make someone feel good in the relationship. You know, so I don't foresee it. I foresee it maybe lasting another year, maybe, you know, because of the fights and all the pettiness, and then just the immaturity. Like the person who is acting like they have more than the other so they can go do whatever they want, whether it's the male or the female or the dominant, they need to get a clue. That's not how life works. There's plenty of people that'll contribute like that and still be humble. I feel like this is a matter of an age group thing too as well, or a matter of someone not used to having something too, and they finally got it. And they, you know what I mean? So they adjusted in a negative manner. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to have growth, Taurus. Like, you're definitely going to have a lot of growth. Taurus, either you are obsessed with how much they work, or you're obsessed with how much you work. Someone is a workaholic. And then the other person is obsessed with the fact that the other person's always at work. I was just saying this. Again, it's just not a healthy situation, and it feels like a codependency. And the person that is more dominant financially knows it's a codependency, whether it's you, Taurus, or your partner. One of you knows that the other is codependent, and so you or the other person is using that for pure evil. For pure evil. You're using it to be a control freak. And at the end of the day, if you guys break apart, you can't stop thinking about each other, because you're both codependent. Don't think because you have more Taurus, or don't think because they have more Taurus, that they're not codependent on you too. You're both codependent. They're codependent on the fact that maybe you're both exchanging the same energy. So someone is codependent on the fact that, yeah, they do need someone financially. And the other person is more codependent on the fact that, hey, this person needs me. I need them to need me. And this is completely crazy. I don't see it lasting. And this is not a matter of personal opinion. I just don't feel the energy of lasting. I don't feel love. I feel like more of it's like a codependency. I'm scared to let you go. But you'd rather lose your mind than to lose the other person? That sounds, that sounds completely out of whack. Yeah, and then also there could be third-party energy too. There will start to be third-party energy, whether it's you or the other person, Taurus. You're going to get tired of each other's shit, and you're definitely going to start seeking out dating others. Yeah, Queen of Swords and the Temperance. Like, there will be no more. Somebody's going to cut someone off pretty soon. So that is what I have for you, Taurus. I hope that you get through everything that you have to get through. And, it's never good to be codependent. So, and you always want respect for yourself and for your partner. You can't respect your partner if they're dogging you out because they make more money, or they can't respect you if you're doing the same. There's no respect line in this relationship, and it's going to be short-lived pretty soon. So I'll see you on the next one, Taurus. I hope that this resonated in a positive light, even if it wasn't in the best, fashion, only because there's always some light at the end of the tunnel. There's always some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, and it looks like someone new is coming in that's going to be much more fitted for you or your partner. So yeah, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed this read, let me know down below. I'll see you in the next one.